So when you say that
this
unity deal that you talk about,
made people leave. Yeah.
Why do they? Yeah, it made people like you leave, obviously. But why are Conservatives who should be standing by their principles prepared to make compromise deals with the alternative faction of the party? Why are they doing that?
Simple, pecuniary interest. Full stop. You can be dramatic in saying selling for the pieces of silver. For instance, how on earth could a person, an MP like Dominic Perrottet, become leader when the factional numbers, where the left of the party, the moderates, have overwhelming the numbers? Because Perrottet, along with others, had obviously made agreements with Matt Kean and people like that on policy matters to get where they are. And he wouldn't be Premier otherwise. And lo and behold, once he became Premier, we've seen it all. We've seen everything, including his support for The Voice, the global warming scam, and everything else that came with it. Now, I'm just naming one person there, but there are many others of a conservative nature in the Liberal Party who have also sold out.
Yeah, well, just to play devil's advocate, if Perrottet were here, he'd probably say that the objective is to remain in power, and to do that, he needs to keep both sides of the party together. But that does lead me to my next question. You're leaving, or you have left. Why did you decide? Why did you decide that it was no longer possible to reform the party from within?
I had decided some 12 months ago, and with a lot of discussions with a lot of other fellow Liberals and presidents of branches and what have you, that we all agreed the party needs a total reorganisation. And we were saying 12 months ago that after the March election, we need to go through the party like with flamethrowers to get the cockroaches out of the corners and everything and get rid of them. But after the May election, what's happened is the cockroaches survive a nuclear attack or a nuclear bomb. And they're all still there, and they're all still fighting for the spoils, and we're seeing it with the delay in choosing a deputy leader of the parliamentary party at the moment and all of that. So I've given up hope because the so-called Conservatives, that Conservative members, the rank and file, have put in there and fought to get their pre-selections and put them there, most of them have no hope because they know that those Conservative members of Parliament, parliamentary representatives, will sell out to the left at the next turn. They do that to save their pre-selection, get jobs, all these sort of things. That's why they do it, the pecuniary interests.
Well, I
don't believe it's salvageable.
Right, okay, yeah. Well, the really unfortunate thing is that people like yourself are leaving when there are actually still some very good members of Parliament for the Liberal Party. I mean, Tanya Davies is a good example, but I'm not sure she's put her hat in the ring.
One out of how many?
Well, they are increasingly in the minority. I can name a handful at the federal level as well. Do you think Robert Menzies, the founder and figurehead of the party, would still be in it today?
Very good question. He was a man of principle and a man of honour. They're two things that don't exist a lot in politics these days, Fred. He loved the Liberal Party. He formed it on the basis for the forgotten people, the middle class, the great middle class of Australia. And but I think his heart would be totally broken. Whether he would leave or not, I'm not sure.
Yeah. What issues do you think?
It. It was his baby, you know.
Yeah. Well, and some of the more successful MPs of recent times feel the same. I mean, Tony Abbott's loyalty to the party is